Hello, Leo. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is your energy update for the month of September 2021. I hope you're doing well. Leo, be sure to check out your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus sign for a complete picture of all of the energies that you've got going on this month, because you are more than your sun sign, remember. I've got a live show 3 times a week, live here on YouTube. It's called Psychic Cafe. I would love to have more Leo energy in there. And if you're interested in a private reading with me, they are available from my website, BeHealing.com. You can find a link for that down there in the description box and also up there as well. So let's get into it. What is going on in your energies this month? Coming of age, growing up a little bit, doing the long-term thing as well, and the mature thing to do. The coming of age, it could also be about actual age as well. So age could play a part in stuff that's going on. You could be like older and wiser than the rest, or this could be about relationships either coming together or breaking down because of an age gap, or a maturity gap. Let's put it that way. It's not so much about age, it's more about maturity. So solitude here, you might be spending a lot of time by yourself this month. You could be in lockdown, but there's more to it than that. There's something about this. I feel like for some of you, this could be a breakdown of a relationship because of a maturity gap or an age gap going on here. Or it doesn't have to be a relationship. It could just be like, it could be within your work. It could be you realizing that you're made for better things or made for more, and that the company that you're working for or the work that you're doing is kind of immature based on you or what your development. Could be time to move on from someone, something, many people, because of you've grown, you're coming of age, you're growing in yourself. It's, it's a progression. Everything is a progression. The relationship path is a progression. We meet someone, we fall in love with them, we fall out of love with them, we learn about ourselves, we learn about them, we learn relationship skills, and we progress to the next better than we had before, and we learn even more lessons, and we go until we truly know ourselves and truly know what we want, and we've got all of these skills. It's that maturing kind of a path. Same in our work too. We try all kinds of things out, don't we, when we're teenagers and in our early 20s or whatever. And yeah, and it doesn't mean that we shouldn't be able to like find one person or find one job and stick to it forever, because it's very unlikely that one person or one job is going to give us that room for growth that we really need. And so I feel like you're growing and moving on from something so that you can have further growth. So I'm going to pull out 4 columns of tarot now. It could be week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, or it could be a mishmash of all the energies that you've got going. So just take it as it resonates. I also do the weekly reads as well, so you can check those out throughout the month as well for even more guidance as you're going through each of these weeks. So you're starting off with some clarity here. The King of Swords, you've got clarity. That kind of makes sense, is that you're realizing this isn't a good fit for me anymore. I want to grow even more. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for more. I need to leave this workplace behind, or apply for a new job, or get out of this relationship, or whatever it is. 6 of Wands here is victory. So if you're moving on from a workplace, you could be securing a new job where there will be a lot of potential growth. Now, if we're talking about anything, the growth path, the choice that will be the growth path is the choice that's going to make you feel nervous. It's going to feel out of your comfort zone. It's going to be the one that stretches you. We want to, if we think about a staircase, right, we want to get to the top of the step before we step up, and then we'll be at the bottom of that step. So it's going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to be the newbie there. You're going to be the one that doesn't know, but you're ready for that because there's going to be a lot of growth. And it doesn't take long to settle into it and to feel at home there, and to get onto that growth path. But I do feel like you're going to be having to make a decision, or a job or a relationship even. So someone that seems a little bit out of your league, but they're going to challenge you. Not an easy one, not someone that's just going to be a trophy boyfriend or a trophy girlfriend. They look nice, but they don't challenge you. They don't call you out on your stuff. They don't have challenging opinions, or you can't debate them. You can't, there's just nothing that they're easy. This is saying you're not choosing the easy option. That is the coming of age. It's realizing, yeah, I'm not going to choose the easy option this time. I'm going to choose my growth path. Okay, so next. That could be how you're starting out the month on that great clarity there. Then there's a choice of different action to take here, Two of Wands. Then, what else? The High Priestess. Oh, intuition coming in here. This could be spiritual gifts as well. Let's see. Let's get some clarity out for each of these then and get into it. What is the message here for Leo? King of Swords, so great clarity. It's almost like an aha, this. It feels like just realizing, you know, when you get to that point, it's like, I'm not in this relationship anymore, or this job isn't me anymore. I need to move on. It's that aha moment of clarity. And the Devil, interesting card to come out with it. So negativity. Right. So if we don't allow ourselves to move on quickly, if we're not like focused on this growth path and have the wisdom of that, we could stay in jobs or stay in relationships and suddenly turn so shitty that we hate it. And that is the point that we'll allow ourselves to move on. Now, that's not ideal, is it? But that could be happening to you now. You've got great clarity. Why? Because it's really bad. Like, you know how I was saying, as we mature and we go for growth and all of that, we will make more challenging decisions for ourselves. This could be calling you to realize you've left it too long again, Leo. You've waited until something is really negative and you hate it, just to give yourself that validation, just to make it feel okay for you to let go of it. You don't need to do that. You can choose the growth path faster than that. You don't have to remain so long in situations, relationships, jobs. You can move when it's still good to the next growth path. And if you do that, if you think of it like that, move when it's still good, allow yourself to move when it's still good, you're going to ascend that staircase much faster. You're going to grow and mature much faster if you do that. But if you're judging yourself and you're like, no, I'm not allowed, I've got to stick with something because I chose it and I've got to stick to the bitter end, and it's only when it turns really, really bad will I give myself permission to let go of it. It's going to be a very slow journey for you. So you could be gaining clarity on that this month. You could be, oh, I really hate this. What did I do that for? I've done it again. It could be that kind of a moment, like, you know, slapping yourself in the head kind of thing. God, I did it again. I stayed in this relationship until it's turned really bad. I think it's stripping illusions. Hang on. Yes, it is. It's stripping illusions. That's what's behind this. So you've been deluding yourself. You've been gaslighting yourself, some of you, but you've been deluding yourself that it's important for you to stick with your decisions, or it's important for you to persist with this or make it right or stick with it. So you might have been taught by a parent that's an admirable quality to not be able to move on. It's not, but yeah, you could be stripping illusions there. There could be a core belief that you're getting clarity on that's kept you in this cycle of staying with things for too long instead of allowing yourself this growth path to learn the next thing and the next thing and the next thing and move forward. Now, and I'm not saying like be frivolous and just like easily let go and move on as soon as something gets tricky. That's very different, isn't it? Pursuing a growth path and taking things to the next stage instead of falling into complacency is very different than getting into, say, a relationship or a job, and as soon as you're challenged, it's kind of narcissistic, isn't it? As soon as you're challenged by something, backing off from it, going, that's not a growth path, that's an avoiding growth path. And I'm not suggesting that you do that, and I don't think you would, but you could have fears that might be what you're doing if you don't stick things out for much longer, and that's not true either. Six of Wands, so you can have some victory here. Six of Wands. Ace of Inspiration, something new kind of relationship, a new path, a new exciting path, a new adventure, a new job, new relationship, new growth path. You can have a victory with a new growth path, but you need to let go first. So you could be letting go of something with that clarity at the beginning of the month, and then moving on to this new adventurous path of growth. And it's going to require more from you. It's going to be more challenging. You've got inner journey and emotional release behind that. So it's going to be an inner journey, but When you give up on something that you persisted with for so long, there's an emotional release behind that. There's going to be, because you're going to feel what you've been doing to yourself. You're going to feel the relief of all of that resistance you've had to letting go. You feel that. You understand what I'm saying? You've been in a cycle before, haven't you, in other things? When you finally let go because it's got so bad, you have this huge emotional release because you have been pushing down the feelings of disappointment, of all of the negative feelings that you've been feeling, until it's got to the tipping point where there's just so much negative energy there that you can't ignore it and push it down anymore, or numb out to it, or drink enough wine for it to go away, that you have to feel it, and then it comes gushing out. Then the release of this thing that you have been pushing down, all of that energy needs to come out, all of those stifled emotions needs to come out, and you fully feel it. And it can be really overwhelming when you do that. No amount of wine can hold that back. So when, negative emotions are really important. They're not wrong and to be pushed down. They're really important guidance to move on, to choose a growth path, to choose something better for ourselves. And if we make the negative emotion wrong and pretend we don't have it and just ignore it, we don't get the information, we don't get the guidance from it to move on. Like I say, we hold all that energy in, and it's got to come out at some point. And people do it, like narcissists do it when they rage, is they've pushed down their anger for so long that it comes out as rage. Not just narcissists, everyone does that. If you're pushing down anger, if you're making anger wrong, instead of making anger okay, I'm feeling angry. Well, this needs to change. I need to end this relationship, or I need to get out of this job because it's making me angry. Something needs to change, or I need to address this situation or face this situation and communicate myself about it. At least something needs to happen. And if you're not doing that, then you've got to push those emotions down and pretend they're not there and drink a bottle of wine. So that energy is going to come out, the emotional release. It's going to be an inner journey, and use this inner journey to ask yourself, to get to the bottom of this pattern. This is not just about the thing that you're letting go of, the job that you're letting go of, but this repeating pattern that you've got of sticking things out for too long and pushing emotions down as well. It could be something that you've learned about negative emotions, because there seem to be a lot of people that don't like negative emotions and want to pretend that they don't have any. I would argue that negative emotions are more important than positive emotions. More important guidance comes from them. Two of Wands, so then there's a choice to be made here. Knight of Voices, and you're going to be fast into it once you've made that choice. A choice of taking action. You're going to have a lot of clarity, and it's going to be a hell yes when you move toward it. So this could be like week 3 for you. Yeah, week 1 and week 2 could be pretty gnarly. Letting go of something in week 1, realizing what you're doing in week 2, and having some kind of an internal victory there that fuels you to set off on a new adventure, kind of giving yourself permission, because you giving yourself permission for a new adventure because you let go of those suppressed emotions that you've had. And then you've got a choice to make, a choice of job, new partner, or something like that, and then you're going to, but great clarity there to move forward on that. So integration and abundance, it could be about abundance too. You're worth a lot more. It could be about you choosing a new job. You're worth a lot more. Integration and abundance, so integrating what you know about it. Right, so you could have been staying in a job that wasn't paying you properly, you weren't probably being properly valued and respected within that work, and it's got to the point where it's just so bad that you have to leave. Then you're realizing what you did to yourself. Why did you stick it out for so long? Maybe you were hoping that sticking it out, hoping that they would value you, that you would get that promotion or that raise, and that they would start treating you differently. You realize no, they're not going to do that. Then you integrate that and just set yourself free from it. What was I staying there for? It was me that was staying there. They didn't need to change. They just need to be themselves. I just need to go and choose those that will value me. And the reason I wasn't doing that is because it's out of my comfort zone, because I'd have to actually put myself out of my comfort zone and raise my game to be around to be in that job, to work at that level where I do get the abundance back that I deserve. Now, if you've got your own business, it's the same. You need to put yourself out there more. You need to put yourself out of your comfort zone. That's when you'll get the money back that you do deserve. Can't play small and then say, but I deserve so much more. Yeah, you deserve so much more, but not until you do that in a bigger way. So the High Priestess, then you've got the High Priestess, something about spiritual gifts and intuition here. What's this about? What's the High Priestess doing here? The Queen of Materials, very interesting. So you could be using your spiritual gifts or your intuition more to get the stability for yourself. Abundance, success, stability. You could be you could be coming out of a job that's not really suiting you and then using your spiritual gifts in order to get your financial stabilities and successes here. This has got the kind of energy of you've been waiting to be discovered instead of putting yourself in where you need to be, discovering yourself and putting yourself there. Ascension, yeah, this is an ascension path for you raising your vibration. And you might not have realized that you were kind of holding yourself back before, but this is definitely all of the energy of you've been holding yourself back. Sorry about that, my microphone cut out. So anyway, let's get into it. What's going on in your love life this month? Leo's love life this month. I think I'd finished saying what I was saying about that right now. I had to take a big break so it could charge up a little bit to complete this reading. You've got finances and career. Yeah. Finances and career is affecting your love life right now, and that doesn't surprise me at all because of everything that I've already said. It's affecting your love life too. It will be. It will be. Now, it could be talking about something similar is going on in your love life too. So you could be relating down, getting into relationships of people that aren't, sorry, I ate a load of fruit. Mangosteens, yum. Yeah, you might have been relating down, so picking people that aren't really of your caliber to stay in your comfort zone. You could have been doing that. So it might not be, what I'm saying is that, what I'm trying to say is that it might not be your finances and career that are affecting your love life, but you might be doing the same kind of thing as you're doing in your working life and with your finances in your love life too. Hold your vision for what it is that you want. You're heading toward it. So fix that vision and yeah, don't give up on it. But there is more to learn about yourself and your patterns this month for sure. Okay, what else do you need to know, Leo? You've got harmony here. You will find it. Harmony, you're able to feel a loving and balanced connection with everything. You're going to find that. I mean, you're not going to be able to, no one can ever feel that with everything. I mean, we've got to choose, right? I can't feel a loving, harmonious balance with mass murderers. And I don't want to be able to do that, nor narcissists and abusers and all the rest of the things. So no one can achieve that, but you can come into harmony with yourself and not everything, but you can like be at harmony in a way with the things that you don't like in the world. In other words, you can let them exist because other people need them to be there. Other people are choosing it, and it's okay. People are learning. People are here to learn. It's just all about growth path, isn't it? And so everyone needs a growth path. We've got a wide range of consciousnesses here on this planet, and they all deserve to have their lessons and be able to grow. There's nothing that's like unworthy of being at that stage. Yeah, you can wish people were at your level, but I don't know. This reading is kind of saying that you haven't even been rising up to your level. So maybe time to do that instead of wishing that other people would raise their level, you know. So you can't expect to be at total harmony, but you can accept that everything exists, you know. You got not today here, not dealing hurt, avoiding a conversation. And sunglasses, watching and looking and stalking. So there could be a lot of watching and waiting and looking and that kind of thing at people around you or people that you're attracted to, for those of you Leos that are single, but not a lot of action going on this month. You could be wary, you know. You could be holding your vision but wary, you know, not seeing anyone around you that just say no to them. in your mind, it doesn't feel like you're going to have like a lot of love offers and you're saying no to them. It just feels like you're looking at that person. It's just like it's a no. I'm feeling a kind of deflated. I'm not attracted to anyone kind of an energy here from you, Leo. For those of you that are single, that is. Listen, not today in sunglasses. It's almost like putting your sunglasses on and like, I hope they don't see me because I'm just not up for it. That kind of an energy. Lots of transitions to happen within your energy first, I think, until you're ready to be attracted and attractive to those of you that are going to lead you further on this growth path. It's out of your comfort zone right now, and that's okay. You'll get there, especially if you're following this kind of guidance to get yourself there. Let it go. Let it go, Leo. Leo, let it go. So, pursuit of the. Now, what are you letting go of? You're letting go of staying in the same place, stuck in the same place, and hoping it's going to change. You're letting go of the idea that it can be easy and that you can have what it is that you want in the same place that you're at without a change within yourself and putting yourself out of the comfort zone. It can't, and it won't. What energies do you need to tap into within yourself, Leo, this month? What energies do Leos need to tap into within themselves? Oh, feelings and true love. Feelings, your feelings, how you're truly feeling, yes. Like the devil said, you've been pushing down your feelings, not really feeling it, and not responding to the guidance that has been given you. So tap into your feelings. Your emotions need to be felt. You've got to feel it to heal it. It's not just to feel it, it's to get your guidance. If you have an abuser or a narcissist in front of you, you need to be switched on and feeling your emotions to reject them, to feel what they're doing to you and reject them and make a decision based on it, right? Not just about healing. It's not about staying there and letting the narcissist or the abuser do whatever they're doing to you and numbing out enough that you stay there and put up with it in the hopes that they change. So there's feelings there. You need to feel more. And true love, your wholeness and safety lie within, not from a partner. But this sovereignty actually leads you to the deepest intimacy for you to stop using others. Let me stand on my own feet, dear Lord, and know true love. There you go. Bringing that in, calling that in, and getting yourself into that place where you can actually experience it. And it's the being 100% honestly authentic with your feelings, not making any feelings bad or wrong, but listening to them and saying, okay, I've got this feeling. What is this asking me to change within my situation here? And being more ready and faster to actually make those actions, take those actions, make those changes. Well, there you have it. That's you, Leo, for this month. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, thank you so much for watching as well. And if you did, don't forget to click on like on this video. It really helps my channel out when you do that, as does it when you leave a comment as well. And I do read them all, and I reply to pretty much all of them as well, unless they're silly. And, oh no, give me silly ones as well. Unless they're annoying, then I don't. While you're down there, click on that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you if you have. And click on that notification bell as well to hear about when I'm going live too, because you might want to come along to my Psychic Cafe show and connect with me on an individual basis in there. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Have a great month, and I will see you tomorrow in the daily energy update.